A Terminator 4K Steelbook has been officially announced. 4K Blu-ray and 4K Steelbook pre-orders are currently up for Bad Boys Ride or Die. It looks like we're going to be getting Night of the Creeps very soon from Scream Factory. Dev Patel's Monkey Man gets a 4K and Blu-ray announcement. Scream Factory unveils their new August slate, including Poltergeist 2 on 4K. Viavision's dropping some heat in August as well with an American Psycho collection. We got Jean-Claude Van Damme's Sudden Death coming to 4K from Kino Lorber. And I Can't Feel My Legs. I Have No Legs, the best party movie of all time. Can't hardly wait. Is coming to 4K from Sony this August. All this and more in the next Physical Media Report. Stay tuned. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Mid-Level Media channel, your hub for everything physical media and entertainment. I am Ken. Today, guys, we are here for the Physical Media Report, episode 215. That is right, guys, your weekly dose of physical media goodness, where we talk about everything new and exciting in the world of 4K and Blu-ray. And man, oh man, I take 1 week off the Physical Media Report, which, you know, to be fair, I usually do. And we get maybe the most announcements that I've ever had to cover on this show. Like, there is so much to talk about in this week's edition of the Physical Media Report. It was exhausting compiling all these notes. So forgive me if I mess up a few details here and there, guys. I'm going to do my best to cover it all and cover it accurately. But before we get into it, guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. We talk about physical media on this channel, guys. Blu-rays, 4Ks, owning the movies that you love, all that stuff there behind me every single day. So if you like that kind of stuff, that kind of content, hit that subscribe button for me. Also like the video, and then be sure in that comment section below, guys, of everything that we talk about. Like I said, we've got a lot to talk about and discuss here today. I am very excited. Tell me what you're the most excited about. What are you the most amped up for? And what gets those juices flowing the most? Let me know in that comment section below. Let's go ahead and jump right into it, guys. We've got rumors, we've got news and announcements, we've got deals, we've got what is new this week, what is coming out this Tuesday in stores and online and all the places. We're going to talk about it all. But let's go ahead and start with the one rumor that I do have, and that is Night of the Creeps is coming to 4K, guys, at some point, hopefully this year. So there was a horror convention. I'm not exactly sure what the name was, but the cast was asked at the horror convention, is there a 4K of Night of the Creeps being worked on? And the director, Fred Deckard, cited that Scream Factory and him have been working on a 4K remastering, and that should be coming out at some point. Again, there was no release date specified, but I have to imagine if they're talking about it already, if they're allowed to talk about it or whatever, it's probably coming soon. I would say this is probably going to be a September or maybe October announcement from Scream Factory. So it'll probably come out pretty soon, or the announcement will come out pretty soon for Night of the Creeps on 4K. Now, there is a Blu-ray already for this title, which I have in the TV back there. So I would imagine it's going to carry over all of those same special features. And I don't believe, even though the cast is talking about it, I don't believe there would be anything new in terms of special features. Maybe a new audio commentary, but that's not usually Scream Factory's bag to add new special features. They've done it a couple of times. Night of the Demons was a re-release that added new features. So it would be nice if Scream Factory started doing that. But yeah, Night of the Creeps, I like the movie. I've seen it once, and it was a couple of years ago. I like the film. Am I super excited for a 4K? Can't exactly say that I am, but I know a lot of people love this movie, and I know that a lot of people will be excited for Night of the Creeps coming out on 4K. Now let's go ahead and jump into the news and announcements, guys, and let's just go ahead and talk about it. Let's rip the Band-Aid right off. The Terminator has been officially announced, guys, kind of, to come out on 4K. A 4K Steelbook. They kind of did us the Nightmare on Elm Street way, right? That's what I'm going to call it now. It's they pulled a Nightmare on Elm Street 4K. That's what I'm going to say. They announced it, but they didn't really announce it. It was kind of a soft announcement. So there's a Zavi exclusive pre-order for a Terminator 4K Steelbook up right now, which is exactly what Nightmare on Elm Street did. I'll be honest, guys, like I'm excited that the Terminator's coming to 4K. I really am. I kind of knew that it was anyway, because Warner Brothers had already kind of alluded to that and put that out there. But I do not like these announcements that aren't really announcements. And I really don't like them putting a pre-order up for a 4K Steelbook. And I don't even get to see the artwork or what this thing even looks like. Now, one thing that I will point out is this does not appear to be the same situation as Nightmare on Elm Street. That's a big, like, packaged Steelbook release. So there's going to be, like, packaging with a Steelbook inside. This seems to be just a Steelbook for the Terminator, which is, like, why are you going to do the Terminator like that? Like, the Terminator doesn't deserve nice packaging, a nice package release with lobby cards and booklets and all that kind of stuff as well. They dropped this though last week, guys. Like I said, I got to start filming the physical media report on Saturday night, so I'm going to miss stuff that gets dropped on Sundays, which usually isn't much, but Mondays they usually drop a bunch of stuff. So there's probably stuff that was announced today that I just couldn't cover, but I'll cover it next week on the physical media report. And this past week, the Terminator was one of those releases that was dropped. So yeah, I don't really have too much to say about the actual 4K. I just hope we get some actual announcements soon for Nightmare on Elm Street, for the Terminator. I want to see the slipcovers. I want to see the different packagings. I want to see the actual steelbook artwork before I put my money down. I know some people don't have an issue. They're like, I'm going to get this anyway because it doesn't matter to me. But for me, like, I like steelbooks. I still do like steelbooks, despite what I've said previously on videos. I still like collecting steelbooks, but I have to really like the artwork. Like, I'm not just going to shell out the money when I don't even know what it looks like. So I have to at least see what it's going to look like before I throw my money down. Otherwise, I'll just go with the slipcover release. So let me know your thoughts on it, guys. There is a Zavi pre-order up right now, I believe in the UK and in the US. It's not just in the UK. You can order it as well in the US. But let me know if you're excited for the Terminator. At least it's actually confirmed, right? It is coming out this year for the 40th anniversary, the Terminator. I love this movie. Like, the more I watch the original Terminator, the more I'm thinking that it's right there with T2. Like, I grew up loving T2. I always thought it was the better film, but like, as I get older, I just appreciate the first Terminator a lot more. So I'm super excited to see this film on 4K. And look, guys, let's just go ahead and talk about it. James Cameron, okay, how much is he? I have to imagine he's going to be a heavy influence on the restoration of this film. Is this going to be a True Lies situation? Is it going to be more The Abyss or more Aliens? I don't know. I don't know what way it's going to go, guys, but James Cameron's going to be involved in this remastering. I can almost guarantee it. So is this going to be another super controversial 4K release later this year? We'll see. We'll see. The jury's still out. Hopefully he doesn't mess up. This is his first big film. Don't mess this up, James. Okay, let's keep this in line. All right, let's keep this in line with some of the greatest 4K transfers that we've ever gotten before, and do us proud, James. You know, you did us dirty a couple. Look, I liked his recent 4Ks, but he did us dirty with T2. Even though some people say it's not his fault, there's a whole thing where the 3D Blu-ray was remastered, blah, blah, blah. I get it. But James Cameron, he's done us dirty in the past. Do this one right, okay? Do this one the way you know that the fans want it to be done, and stop it. Just stop with all the super polishing and making it look like a modern film. Just stop all that, James. Stop it. This is the freaking Terminator. Do it right, James. I'm telling you right now. And I know that James watches the physical media report. I know that he does. So listen to me, James. Okay, let's move on. I talked way too long about the Terminator, but the Terminator, guys, are you excited for it on 4K? Let me know in the comment section below. Let's talk about Bad Boys Ride or Die. Came out in the theaters this weekend. A pre-order already went up from Sony. There's no official date. Sony does this. I feel like Paramount does this. I think Warner Brothers does this now as well. Like, the same weekend these movies come out. Lionsgate, too. They will put up pre-orders. In some cases, they'll show artwork. It's like, come on, guys. We can't get Nightmare on Elm Street artwork, but we can get Bad Boys Ride or Die like the weekend that it comes out. But Bad Boys Ride or Die, guys, I'm really excited to see this movie. I'm a big Bad Boys fan. Like, I love the first movie. It's one of my favorite action films. I really like 2, and I loved the last movie that they put out. So I am really looking forward to this one. From everything I've heard, it's really good and it's really fun. So I'm excited to see this one for sure. And the pre-orders are currently up for a 4K, a Blu-ray, and a 4K Steelbook. All the covers look really good. I do prefer the slipcover though, just that original poster artwork. I like the steelbook, but I don't love it. And it would make sense for me to get the steelbook because I have Bad Boys for Life slipcover, and I have the first 2 in that little package, that little double package release that they did, which have very weird, like, horizontal slipcovers. It was very weird how they did the packaging for that one, I've noticed. But Bad Boys Ride or Die, guys, there is a listing for a 4-movie collection as well, but it is not up for pre-order. But the steelbook and the 4K and the Blu-ray Blu-ray you can pre-order from Amazon right now. I will have all that stuff, every pre-order for new titles, all the deals that I talk about, everything new that's coming out this week. I will have all those links down below in the description, guys. So definitely use those if you don't mind. They are Amazon affiliate links. They do help support the channel, and I would greatly appreciate it. But Bad Boys Ride or Die, guys, did you see it in the theaters this weekend? Are you wanting to get this on physical media? Let me know in the comments section below. We also have another new movie that came out this weekend, The Watchers, which was M. Night Shyamalan's daughter directorial debut, which I'm also looking forward to seeing, but I don't think I'll go to the theaters to see this one. This one is coming out from Universal. There is no date, but there is a 4K and a Blu-ray pre-order currently up on Groove.com. That's the only place I could find this. Now, by Monday, the pre-order for Amazon could be up, and I will link it down below if it is, but as of right now, it's only on Groove. There's no artwork. There's no case information, anything like that for this. There is just a pre-order. But I am kind of surprised that the movie is getting a 4K because, I don't know, guys, maybe because it's Shyamalan, it's getting that 4K treatment, but it doesn't feel like, this doesn't feel like Universal's MO. Usually they put out a Blu-ray, and then, you know, Abigail, that's getting a Blu-ray. Night Swim got a Blu-ray, but Watchers gets a 4K. But usually they put out the Blu-ray a few months later, they put out the 4K. But with this one, and I have to imagine it's because it's a Shyamalan's name is on it, because Shyamalan's movies usually get 4Ks as well from Universal. I wish Universal would do that with some of their other films, like Abigail, like Night Swim, like Renfield, like, you know, the list goes on and on and on and on. But let me know if you're excited for Watchers in the comment section below. Let's talk about this movie, guys, because I love this freaking movie, like, with everything in me. Like, my heart and soul is with this film. I feel like some people, like, I talk about movies that I love, and you guys, oh, God, Ken, I can't believe you actually like that. The movie sucks so bad, or I can't believe you're so excited for that to come to 4K. But, like, some of these movies that I get to talk about on here on Physical Media Report coming to 4K are just some of my all-time favorite films. They're ingrained in my DNA, and Can't Hardly Wait is absolutely one of those movies, and that is coming to 4K, guys. I got so excited. My mouth dropped open. I screamed audibly, but I couldn't help myself because I am so excited for this movie to come to 4K. It's not even funny. This is coming out from Sony. Thank you so much, Sony. I've given you a lot of crap, Sony, this year. I really have, but thank you all so much for putting out Can't Hardly Wait on 4K, because I cannot hardly wait to see this movie in 4K. And I do think this movie is going to look great in 4K. I feel like it's such a visual film, just with the party setting. There's just so much going on. Like, they're always shifting to like different rooms and different moments, and there's a lot of colors. And I really do feel like this movie is going to make a great 4K, but it is a native 4K scan. It comes out on August the 20th. You're going to have Dolby Vision, and you're going to have HDR, and the fact that Sony's doing this thing, guys, it puts my mind at ease. Like, I know it's going to look absolutely fantastic. And it's saying as well, guys, it's going to have Dolby Atmos also, which, like, this movie's got tons of great music, like music that I'm nostalgic for from the late 90s. And I think it's going to sound fantastic with the Dolby Atmos. And guys, you got 11 newly uncovered deleted scenes. So there's some extra special features in this as well. You got the classic poster for the artwork. And I just kind of express how much I love this movie enough. Like, this is just one of those movies that I watched over and over again. I love the movie, and why I say it's one of the greatest party movies, or to me the greatest party movie, is because pretty much the entire film is the party. Like, it's the after party. Like, they graduate and they have this huge party. The graduation's like the first 5-10 minutes. There's some stuff at the end, but like the bulk of the film is the actual party. And we had all these like teen comedies like American Pie and Varsity Blues come out around this time. She's All That. And there would be parties in those movies, but Can't Hardly Wait was a party the whole movie. So that's why I say it's the best party movie. And I just love the movie, guys. I fell in love with Jennifer Love Hewitt watching this film. Had the biggest crush on her. Seth Green is so freaking awesome in this movie. Like, the character that he plays, Kenny, Special K, he's so freaking good in the movie. I love him in this movie. Ethan Embry's in this film, like Breckin Meyer. Like, there's so many great people that you would recognize from this time period, and I'm just super nostalgic for this movie. I am so excited to get it as well, so can't hardly wait, guys. Do you share in that excitement with me? Let me know in the comment section below. Now let's talk about some films that are coming to 4K that I'm not really all that jazzed up about, so I'll kind of run through them briefly. But we have Black Mass with Johnny Depp that's coming to 4K. This is coming out from Warner Brothers on July the 30th. Now, this is a manufactured on-demand release, with no slip and no HDR or Dolby Vision. So there's like nothing special about this 4K release. They're doing nothing with it. Just like, here, take Black Mass on 4K. We'll do nothing extra with it. We also got Focus on 4K with Will Smith, and I feel like Margot Robbie's in this movie as well. This is coming out from Warner Brothers on July the 30th. This is also a manufactured on-demand release with no slip, no HDR, Dolby Vision, nothing. None of the bells and whistles for Focus. Just Mercy is coming out on 4K from Warner Brothers on July the 16th, and this one actually has HDR. It's actually the one of the four that I'm going to talk about, or the four that I'm talking about right now, that has HDR. So I guess that's cool. And there was no information about that being manufactured on demand, but it has no slip, so I'm assuming that it probably is. And then we got Game Night, which is actually a pretty good comedy from the past 10 years. I would say it's at least like top 5 comedies of the past 10 years, because there just hasn't been a ton of good comedies. But this is the one that when I say comedy's dead, I would point to this one and say this one's actually pretty decent, that came out in the 2010s. You know, you got Jason Bateman, and you also got Rachel McAdams in the film. So this is a pretty good comedy. I like it. I don't know if I need it on 4K. I've got the Blu-ray with the slipcover, and this isn't going to have a slipcover, guys. So is it even worth collecting on 4K? And there's not going to be HDR with this one. There's not going to be Dolby Vision or anything like that. That comes out on July the 16th as well. So there you go, guys. 4 new 4Ks coming out from Warner Brothers, lacking certain things that people like in 4K, but are you excited for them? Let me know in the comment section below. We also have Monkey Man, the new film directed by Dev Patel, coming out from Universal on June the 25th. Now, this is getting a 4K and a Blu-ray that is available to pre-order right now. Again, I will link that down below. It's going to be an upscaled 4K with HDR10 and a Dolby Atmos track. So this is going to have Dolby Atmos, deleted scenes, 4 features, and an audio commentary. I love it when the directors do the commentaries. They actually take the time to do the commentaries. It tells me, it sends the message to me that they're still invested in physical media, because obviously they're doing this for the physical release. I mean, maybe they put it on the streaming release. I'm not exactly sure, but it just feels old school. It feels like these filmmakers are passionate about their own physical release, and I like that. So I like seeing those audio commentaries on the newly released film. So shout out to Dev Patel for doing that for sure. But Monkey Man, I didn't get a chance to check this one out in the theaters. I heard a lot of good things about it, so I am excited to see it at some point. Let's go ahead and get into all these Zavi exclusive box sets that are coming out. They're all available to pre-order on Zavi right now. You have a Beetlejuice 4K box set release that looks really awesome. All kinds of extras and cards and booklets, and it looks like a lot of fun stuff. I don't know the full list of everything that's in it, but it looks like a lot of fun stuff. Will I get it? Probably not. I've got the slipcover. I got the handbook for the recently deceased, which looks like it's like a booklet inside this package. So I don't need this, but it looks cool. If you don't have any cool Beetlejuice releases, you will definitely maybe want to pick this up. It comes out on September the 30th, and you can pre-order it right now. There's also a Steelbook box set pre-orders up for Jaws 3 and The Revenge. They are 4K Deluxe Steelbook set pre-orders, and they're currently up on Zavi in the UK. So these are not available in the US. And I got some information on these, and I feel like these are probably, if they haven't yet sold out, they're going to sell out very quick, because Jaws 2 sold out almost immediately. And I don't expect the same fanfare for 3 and Revenge, but I feel like the collectors that bought 2 are probably going to want these. So I feel like they're going to go quick if they haven't already went. So if you want Jaws 3 and Revenge 4K Deluxe Steelbook, definitely get on Zavi UK and see if you can get these things before they sell out. We also got a Twister. This one was actually announced like a couple of weeks ago, but I forgot to cover it last week. A Twister 4K Deluxe Steelbook set is also available to pre-order on Zavi.com. This is another one that you don't see the artwork, and this is actually a Steelbook Deluxe set like Nightmare on Elm Street, not just a Steelbook like the Terminator, but this is one, again, I need to see that artwork, because if the artwork is freaking killer, I will 100% pick this up instead of the Groove Steelbook, which I'm leaning towards getting right now. So I have to see the artwork for this before I pick it up. So please reveal it at some point, because Twister is definitely a film that I would want the best possible edition of, because it's one of my favorite films of all time. We also got 2 new Kino Lorber 4Ks that were announced. Rules of Engagement, which is a William Friedkin film, which I didn't realize until I did the research for it, but that is coming out on 4K in late 2024. And we also have Sudden Death, a Jean-Claude Van Damme film, coming out on 4K on August the 27th. So I have not seen Sudden Death, but I'm always excited to get more Van Damme in the collection. I did love Hard Target, which Kino Lorber also put out on 4K, so I'm definitely down to watch Sudden Death on 4K, coming out on August the 27th. Now let's go ahead and run through all of these Scream Shout releases. I did an entire video on all these where I went into depth on all my thoughts and everything to do with all these releases that are coming out in August. But we do have some new development, some new stuff that was announced since I last covered this, because Scream Factory apparently just keeps on announcing stuff as the week goes on. Walmart exclusive steelbooks and everything. So all of these are available to pre-order right now, and they were not last week when I did that video. So I will link all of these down below. But we do have Poltergeist 2, guys. The Other Side, coming out on 4K on August the 27th. I am excited for this. I love the first Poltergeist, but I really like the second Poltergeist as well. But again, like the same thing with RoboCop 2 and RoboCop 3. Like, we got Poltergeist 2. They should have went ahead and gave us 3. Like, I just don't get why we wouldn't get both of those movies on 4K. We also got Bill and Ted's Most Triumphant Trilogy 4K. So all the Bill and Ted films, the 3 Bill and Ted films, are coming to 4K on August the 6th. And this nice box set with some great, spectacular artwork. I believe Mexi Funk did the artwork for it, and it's freaking fantastic. We also have Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey on 4K standalone, coming out on August the 6th. Bill and Ted's Face the Music is, in fact, getting a standalone 4K as well on August the 6th. I was kind of unclear about that when I did my video last week. We also have The Last Unicorn coming out on 4K, guys, on August the 20th. And there's also, this was not revealed last week when I did the video, there's also now a Walmart exclusive steelbook of The Last Unicorn. A lot of people said this was a Rankin Bass animated film, and it was actually really good. So I maybe get this at some point. We also have a Chuck Norris film, another Chuck Norris film coming to 4K, The Delta Force, coming out on 4K on August the 13th. We have Death to Smoochie, the Robin Williams film, coming out on Blu-ray on August the 20th. Also didn't know that Danny DeVito directed that film as well. We have Observe and Report coming out on Blu-ray on August the 13th. Pee-wee's Playhouse is getting a Blu-ray box set with a pin package edition on August the 27th. We also have an Evil Dead 2013 4K steelbook, which looks awesome. And I'm probably going to get it because it does look awesome. And then I'm going to sell my other Evil Dead 4K because it's a crap release. And then we got Return of the Living Dead, guys. Return of the Living Dead, which I actually talked about in a video over the weekend where I was talking about current 4Ks that I would love Arrow Video to do a big, nice, chunky box set for. Return of the Living Dead was one of those. And I even mentioned that Scream Factory would probably be doing a 4K steelbook at some point, and then they immediately announced it like right after I filmed that video. But that is coming out, guys, a Walmart exclusive of Return of the Living Dead 4K steelbook on August the 20th. Then we have Dragonheart and Hackers both getting 4K steelbook re-releases as well. So that is all of these Scream Shout announcements, guys. They really went over the top with these announcements. You could tell they've been saving them pretty much all year, it feels like, because Scream Factory's just been on a down year, it feels like. Scream Shout Factory, whatever, Shout Studios, whatever they want to call this. It's super confusing now. Scream Factory, Shout Studios. Why not change it to Scream Studios? Guys, what's going on over there? Next up, we got Love Lies Bleeding getting a 4K A24 site exclusive release, pretty much implying that we will probably not be getting a Lionsgate Blu-ray or 4K release anytime soon, because usually when they put out these special editions first on the A24 website, we do not see these coming out under the Lionsgate banner on 4K or Blu-ray with a nice slipcover. They have to be purchased on the A24 website. Now, I'm not saying we won't see it at some point, but it looks like for this particular film, if you want to own it on physical media, you're going to have to purchase this release on the A24 website. So this has a June 14th ship date. So if you pre-order it now, you're going to be getting it pretty soon probably. This has Dolby Vision, HDR, a filmmaker commentary, which again, I appreciate and I respect, and 2 features as well. So really nice release. I do want to see this film. I've heard some really good things about it, so maybe I will possibly get this release. We also have Caligula getting a 4K, the Ultimate Edition from Draft House Films on September the 17th. This is a Malcolm McDowell and Helen Mirren erotic historical film, which I have heard insane things about this movie. I think it's directed by Tinto Brass, who also directed all those dirty movies from Cult Epic Films that they sent over to me. So judging off of those 2 movies and the covers and the booklets inside, this is probably going to be a pretty dirty movie, but it's interesting because it has Malcolm McDowell and Helen Mirren in it. So will I get this? I don't know. Maybe, possibly. I'm not really too sure about Draft House Films. I don't have too many of their releases in my collection. So hopefully they do good work with the 4K remastering. We also have the Shaw Scope Volume 3 collection was announced by Arrow Video. They usually like to announce these separately, guys, just out of nowhere. Usually with the Shaw Scope collections, they don't include it in their monthly slates. They just go ahead and announce it. And the Shaw Scope Volume 3 collection, I think for the first time in 2 years. I think the first one came out in 2021, second one in 2022. So they'll be taking 2 years off with this one. This one comes out on November the 26th. There is 14 movies in this set. The Shaw Scope movies, the Shaw Brothers films. So look, guys, I've got the first one. I do not have the second one. This looks awesome. They're awesome box sets. I'm just not fully into the Kung Fu genre as of yet. But I'm hoping to at some point. They're beautiful box sets. I want them in the collection, so hopefully I'll be able to get my hands on them. But super exciting for people that are fans of the Kung Fu genre to get that Shaw Scope Volume 3 collector set. Nice green packaging, bright green packaging. Looks beautiful. Let me know if you're excited for it in the comment section below. Also, guys, some interesting news coming out of Janus Films. They have provided a domestic trailer for a new 4K restoration of Seven Samurai, which will have its world premiere in theaters on July the 5th. So there is a 4K restoration of Seven Samurai out there. So I anticipate, guys, that the Criterion announcement will probably be coming soon. And I would say that maybe this is going to be a November title for the Criterion Collection. If I had to put money on it, I would say a big title like Seven Samurai, they're going to put that out in November of 2024. And lastly, guys, we have Viavision announcements for the month of August. These are all coming out on August the 28th. And there is some really cool stuff in here. Like, this may be the most stacked month that I've ever seen Viavision have. We have the American Psycho collection, which has the first film in 4K and the sequel on Blu-ray, which I've actually seen the sequel. And it's not good. It's not good at all. It's got Mila Kunis in it, and I think William Shatner's in the film as well. The movie's not good. It doesn't hold a candle to the first one, but it's cool that they're at least including it in the set as an added bonus. Look, I got a great American Psycho 4K, nice steelbook. I don't really need this, but it's a really nice set. Like, if you're an American Psycho enthusiast and you got to have all the American Psycho editions, like, it's really cool. Like, almost too cool to pass up for sure. And the fact that it has the sequel is definitely awesome as well. We have Dredd, a 4K set of Dredd, which includes the 3D version as well. This is still a movie that I have not seen, and I need to get on it because I, again, have a beautiful Lionsgate steelbook of this in the collection. We also have Lords of Salem, Rob Zombie movie, getting a Blu-ray set, which looks really cool. We got Pandorum getting a Blu-ray set as well. Now, this one does have a Blu-ray in the States, but I think it's out of print. I've actually got the movie on DVD, but another cool announcement for sure. We got the Substitute, guys, 4-film collection of the Substitute movies, and I'm not familiar with the Substitute movies, but I was looking, and it doesn't look like they have Blu-rays in the States, so I think this might be first time on Blu-ray for all 4 of these films, which is definitely really cool. And we got the Smokey and the Bandit 3-film collection with the first 3 Smokey and the Bandit movies on Blu-ray. So all in all, guys, really exciting announcements coming out of Viavision. Let me know what you're the most excited about in the comment section below. Now let's go in and jump into the deals, guys. We have a Kino Lorber Barnes & Noble 50% off sale going on right now, guys. They do the Arrow sale, they do the Criterion sale. Now they're doing the Kino Lorber sale. Now, I did do a video a couple of days ago. Go check out that video where I talked about how this sale may not be the most worth it when it comes to Kino Lorber. So before you jump in to the Kino Lorber Barnes & Noble sale, check out that video. But I'll just go ahead and tell you right now, there's a better sale coming. The Kino Lorber, the official Kino Lorber sale, will probably be coming at the end of June or early July. So maybe just wait for that. Now, Amazon is price matching a lot of these as well, which I will be talking about in the rundown of all the Amazon deals. But yeah, the Kino Lorber sale, guys, Barnes & Noble, it's not the best Kino Lorber sale. Maybe wait until late June, early July. But we also have The Last Dragon, the 4K Steelbook, guys, is currently $23. I wish I would have waited to get this Steelbook because I think I paid like $30 for this and I still haven't watched the movie. We have Contagion on 4K, guys, for I believe $20.49 right now currently. Now, keep in mind all these prices are 2 days before, so I will put these down below in the description if they're still active, but if there's new deals, I will also link those down below. Even if I don't talk about them, I'll still put all the deals that I can find down below in the description. So definitely use those links, guys. We also have Hard Target on 4K for $19.99, the Kino Lorber. Needful Things on 4K for $19.99. Stalag 17 on 4K for $19.99. Like I said, guys, these are all $19.99 for these 4Ks. They will be like $17.99 in the Kino Lorber sale. The Last Castle on 4K, $19.99. Dress to Kill on 4K, $19.99. Tron on Blu-ray is $5.95. Now, I think there's a 4K of that coming, which would probably explain why that's so cheap. We also have Joe's Apartments on Blu-ray, guys, which I'll probably end up getting for $13.99, the Warner Archive release. Insidious, the 4K Steelbook is $21.95 right now. Really good deal for that Steelbook. I think it was like $32 when it came out. We got Knives Out on 4K for $9.49. And the greatest film of 2024 so far, guys, Madam Web on 4K is currently $24.99. So there you have it, guys. That is all the deals right now. Again, if there's any more deals, any more good deals, I will link them down below in the description. Now let's go ahead and jump into what is new this week. It's actually a pretty fruitful week for physical media. We've got Godzilla x Kong, the new Empire, coming out from Warner Brothers. The 4K is coming out for $29.99. The Blu-ray is coming out for $29.96. There's a 4K Walmart Steelbook coming out for $34.99. And a Godzilla Kong Monsterverse 5-film collection coming out for $99.96, which, guys, look, I reviewed Kong vs. Godzilla on my channel earlier this week, or Godzilla x Kong, whatever you want to call it, guys. I liked the movie. I actually liked it quite a bit. So if you want to hear my deeper thoughts on this 4K, go check out that review. We also have the movie that I want everybody to buy this week. If you don't buy anything else, buy this movie on Blu-ray. I really enjoy this horror film, and I want to support this filmmaker. He supports physical media. He supports my channel personally, and he's in the community. He's a collector himself, Michael Mohan. So go check out his film, support his film. Immaculate is coming out on Blu-ray, guys, from Decal Releasing, and it's only $14.69. Only $14.69, and he did an audio commentary on that release as well, and I think there's some new special features. We also got Mute Witness on 4K coming out this week, guys, from Arrow Video. I do have this in my possession. I think I unboxed it on the channel recently. I do hope to review that at some point very soon as well. This is coming out on 4K for $34.99, and there's also a Blu-ray version for $25.98 as well. We also have La Femme Nikita, which is a Luc Besson film that is getting a 4K Steelbook release from Sony for $34.49. We got Stop Motion coming out this week on Blu-ray, guys, from RLJE for $15.39. I've heard really good things about this movie. Definitely want to check that out. We got Shrek Forever After on 4K, guys, from Universal for $20.99. And we got a 4K 4-pack of all 4 Shrek films on 4K for $51.09. And I actually like the artwork on the 4-pack, whereas I haven't liked any of the artwork on the 4K releases of the Shrek films. We've got Species 2 coming out this week, guys, on 4K from Screen Factory for $32.99. South Park Joining the Pandaverse is coming out on Blu-ray, guys, from Paramount for $21.98. We got the Valiant Ones coming out on 4K from Eureka for $38.81. Also a Blu-ray for $29.99. We got Coral coming out on Blu-ray from Criterion for $27.99. We also got Superman and Lois Season 3 coming out from Warner Brothers for $25.04. We got Remembering Gene Wilder coming out from Kino Lorber for $20.99. We got A Queen's Ransom coming out from Eureka for $29.99. We got Doctor Who Celestial Toymaker Blu-ray coming out from BBC for $24.98. I think that's a movie. We got The Last Kumite 4K Steelbook coming out from MPI Media Group for $31.49. Also a standard Blu-ray for $20.99. We got 4 new Sandpiper Pictures Blu-ray releases coming out. Warriors of Virtue for $20.98. Winter People for $20.98. A Family Thing for $20.98. And Article 99 for $20.98 as well. We got The Animal Kingdom for Magnolia Pictures coming out for $22.34. We got Dogman coming out on Blu-ray from Universal for $21.98. We got Blind War coming out from Well Go USA for $29.98. We got Bag of Lies coming out from Epic Pictures for $19.99. We got Hunter Killer coming out from Grindhouse Video for $26.19. And lastly, guys, we have Blood and Snow coming out from Cleopatra for $19.95. And with that, guys, we are done with with this week's edition of the Physical Media Report. I hope you feel more informed in the world of physical media. If you can, give this video a like. Also, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And also, comment down below everything that we talked about. What are you excited about? Let me know in the comment section below. Turn on those bell notifications for all future videos. And follow me on all of my social media accounts. Those links are down below in the description. And we'll see you next time.